So, Speedsters, it is happening. Yes, it is. Godspeed, as you probably already heard, is coming to the Flash. And in this video, as well as going over some of the details, but, you know, I will do that, we're going to look at the suit. The suit has been revealed by our lovely photographers who, literally, if we didn't have them, then we kind of wouldn't have access to stuff like this. So, yeah. What is up, Speedsters? Welcome to a brand new Flash Season 5 video. Wow, boy, my boy.
Boy, my boy.
This is truly a day to behold. I have to admit, I didn't never think, I suppose, but I didn't expect this. I didn't expect Godspeed to be coming to the Flash. If you weren't aware already, but I'm sure you are because this is broke on other YouTuber channels, but I'm late to the party. But the suit is now up, so I guess I could talk about that. But first of all, I do want to say anything I discuss in this video essentially is not from me. I wasn't in Vancouver, so I want to give a shout out to Canada Graphs and their blog. You'll probably see it on screen in a second, but it's in the description down below. Twitter users by the name of Brittany XO, XXO. It's on the screen, and also Mackie for the one who actually put the picture on her Twitter. And they're Mascara Bound on Twitter. I didn't mean to forget, but I'm just mentioning all the places that I know have photos of this. So first of all, if I'm remembering like the chronology of the timeline, Canada Grass is the one who broke the news first. He actually managed to get a cool little freaking spy shot of the episode script, and it said Godspeed on it, and that's when everyone was like, oh my god. At that time, I was thinking, oh, what if it is literally like a trajectory type episode, or like it's just one of those silly tribute speedster names in the title, but really it will just have nothing to do with it. But no, they are doing it. So I'm going to get the picture up on screen, then I'll go over Canada Graphs' details in just a second, because I'm sure you're all dying and wanting me to shut up so you can see the photo. And so here it is, guys. So here we have the photo of Godspeed. I know I sound like I'm talking a million miles per hour now. It's probably got something to do with this coffee. So wow, here is Godspeed, and don't worry if you want me to talk about who is Godspeed and all that good stuff, and you just don't know, I'd be surprised, but fair enough. I'll do that in a second, but let's react to the suit. What I will say about this suit is that it is very, very comic book accurate. And I do have to admit, everyone is like praising the suit, and I am, but when I first saw it, I wasn't necessarily a fan of those gloves. It does just look like you got like that gold leaf paint and just painted it on the gloves. But you know, I don't want to just, you know, drown it before it's even got the, as I like to say, the sheen of the screen on it. You know, everyone was doing that to the Flash suit, and I think it kind of looked better in person. Don't kill me. I would say this is actually pretty awesome. If you don't know already, I mean, a lot of people have been dying to want Godspeed on the Flash, but a lot of you know, people like myself and Eric and Paige and other people have always just been like, you know, it's kind of cool, but where's the hype coming from? Like, his story is quite minimal. You know, people wanted him for a season-long villain, so to speak, but it's just there isn't too much substance there. Sure, they could kind of take the kind of source material ideas of August Hart and emphasize the story into their own kind of original new take on the story. So who knows where this is going? It could just be, as I said, kind of like a trajectory episode, because if you didn't know already, this is information from Canada Graphs, but it is seen in some photos. He's got a ton of photos, by the way, so as I said, check out the blog in the description below to see this for yourself, because I'm not going to use all of them, but quite literally it's set in 2049. But as you can see, guys, here on Mackie's Twitter page, here it says, one of the Flash exteriors today were stunts of Mr. Godspeed, I assume, falling on the Central City sign, rep sign. Please credit Brittany XXOXO if reposting. So guys, go check out these Twitter pages so you can clearly see how comic book accurate it is. It's not like 100 billion% comic book accurate. As I said, those kind of gold painted gloves there, I kind of would have preferred maybe a little gauntlet. Maybe they could have done what Barry has with his glove. But when I was hearing about this Godspeed stuff, you know, first of all, like, was it a day ago, 24 plus hours ago? I was thinking, okay, if they do it, I bet they're going to do what they've done with Barry's new suit with the external kind of, you know, the lightning, well, on his belt right there. and what Barry has. It's literally not kind of painted in, well, not painted in, but sewn in like the season 4 suit or like seam lines. They're going to add like some kind of wacky thing and glue it on there or whatever they do. And that is what they've done. But they've also incorporated stuff from Barry's suit as well. For example, you know, on the bicep there, it's got like that, I don't know how to explain it, that pattern of gold. But Barry's one on his season 5 suit is just like matted and still red. So it's pretty cool. It seems that it's completely different from previous suits still, so I wouldn't exactly call it the exact same materials Barry's suit, maybe, but it's just like so white, it's kind of hard to make out, but it's kind of cool in the sense that they're keeping it skin tight like Barry's is, and you know, not like season 4 suit, which is, you know, that was my favorite suit. But when you really go look back at that suit, say what you will about Barry's season 5 suit, but it's so baggy, man, and it's actually kind of a shock when you go revisit some of the photos in terms of if you compare it. Now with the eyes, what about the eyes? Why aren't they like yellowy goldy? So I think that would be added in post-production. I think it'd be so freaking cool if they didn't just like add like maybe like a visory kind of yellow, but actually like Speed Force energy. Yes, calcified Speed Force yellow Godspeed eyes levels. I'm joking, but that would be awesome. That's probably why it's blank there. Maybe they're actually going to keep it hollow there. That looks pretty creepy, what I'm looking at right now. But yeah, I think fans would appreciate more of like a yellow energy in there, at the very least a yellow visory kind of thing. And how can I forget, Bobby? You always mention details like this later, like 10 minutes into the video when people have probably gone. This is directed by Daniel Panabaker. It's episode 18. It's called Godspeed, but it's probably going to be set entirely in 2049. If there's something you haven't already noticed about a couple of these photos from Brittany and Canada Grass that you've probably seen on screen, Nora's got a long hair. Does that remind you of anything? Last season maybe, when she had that longer hair? So yeah, that's why it's probably going to be set quite a lot in 2049. So my prediction here is, and I think it's kind of self-explanatory, is by this point, they're probably going to be explaining Nora's origins as a speedster, but not every single last scene. They're probably going to go from 2049 scene with Nora being a speedster, meeting Thawne for the first time, that whole background, but then they'll jump to present day, and then they'll be tackling Nora trying to like reason or like appeal to her father about Earbard Thawne. Why are you saying that, Boba? Because there's literally behind the scenes photos reported by all basically of these photographers. There's videos online from them Bound and everything like that of Nora literally saying, please dad, don't do this. I'll never speak to Thawne again, or I'll never see Thawne again. And Barry's just there like giving her the, you're grounded. No, but really, like Jessica Parker Kennedy's like pleading with Barry to not do something, and then he runs off again. So this is what I mean. My speculation might not be 100,000% correct. So one more time with my trail of thought behind this episode. Probably we're going to see Nora in the future, 2049. Maybe we'll see the speed damping chip reveal, and she's a speedster. She goes and sees Thawne. He might be the one who tells her about that. Then he trains her to be a speedster. But then we see her like run into a battle with Godspeed, maybe, or like somebody else. We see her in a battle here. That's why she's got the longer hair. But then we'll see present day stuff, drama with Barry and Nora. You kind of get the gist. Like, this is going to be such a freaking crazy episode if you think about it, because this is what we've all been wanting. Barry to find out about Thawne. What is Barry going to do? What is Nora begging him not to do? We're in for a treat, guys. As well as Godspeed actually looking kick ass. I'm not even joking. I think he looks pretty good. And if I'm not mistaken, people online and everywhere else are loving this look as well. Here's Canada Graphs' website. As you can see here, it's very, very, very detailed. The amount of detail it goes through is very, very helpful if you want to know a bit of extra stuff about the Flash. To be honest, this is where a lot of us go to talk to you guys about this stuff. So if you want to find it out by yourself, then this is where you can go. But anyway, like for example, there was a night scene as well. In a night scene, Grant Gustin and Jessica Parker Kennedy do a scene together in year 2049. It's a pretty intense scene that contains dialogue from Nora saying, "Dad, you don't have to do this. I promise I'll never see Thawne again." But I think I've kind of covered the gist of things. Oh, of course, I forgot to talk about Godspeed himself. So if you couldn't tell, this video is very, very unorganized and literally no notes or anything. Godspeed is August Hart from the Flash Rebirth comics. He is a villain of Barry Allen's. He was trained by Barry when a load of speedsters got struck by a bunch of lightning bolts. Kind of the Flash have paid tribute to that at the end of season 3, if you remember, and loads of people back then. This is what I mean by the Godspeed meme. We're thinking Godspeed was created back then. Who knows? Technically it's plausible, but no. Now, August also worked with Barry in the CCPD. Bottom line is that he goes around killing a bunch of people. He's not like mega zoom evil or anything like that, but he's still a villain, and as I said, the Flash could adapt him to be much more evil. They could add more context to him. You know, as I said, in terms of the Rebirth comics, there isn't like Eobard Thawne /Zoom/ lengths of things to do with him, but you never know. They can literally write this character even more through the TV show, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. This is much more than what I thought we would ever get, and as I said, they could bring him back in future seasons if he gets away. He does fall on a central city sign, as we see in one of these photos as well. I don't know if that will kill him, because as we've seen in previous seasons, like in season 1, when Eobard like lands on the car, was it? I can't remember, or something else. He's fine. So it would be cool if he just gets away, and then we don't really know much about him. As I said, what if the CW's Flash is doing it in terms of he's Nora's kind of CCPD kind of colleague, if you will. It could be that kind of spin. But then again, who knows? We don't know. This is all speculation, because he could have time traveled to 2049. It could be in Barry's future. And the reason why I also don't think it's necessarily linked to the Red Death, and the reason why I'm suspicious about the Red Death, is because normally every single season they do a really subtle name drop for the next villain, or they definitely insinuate it somehow. And I was thinking maybe Red Death is the real deal. Now, of course, not Bruce Wayne, Batman, and Barry Allen Speed Force mix in the bag. But I don't think. Why introduce Godspeed and then make him like the Red Death kind of thing? Why not keep him Godspeed? So if people are going to come up with that idea, I would love to discuss that with you, but I just don't see how that would work. So this is what's making me think that if Red Death is still going to be in season 6 and they're going to kind of change that up blatantly, as I said, it's not going to be Bruce Wayne and they might be doing their own cool original take, something we keep discussing here, then that's why I don't think necessarily Godspeed will be a future thing. But that doesn't mean he can't reoccur like the Accelerated Man, but done right, because they actually give him development. God damn it. But aside from that, everyone, that is the gist of this video. I've kind of been rambling on a little bit now, just kind of excited when stuff like this happens, and also just knowing we've got quite a bit of stuff to look forward to in the back half of season 5. It gives me even more hope and fuel of excitement for season 5, because, you know, I've been enjoying it, but there's been, you know, of course, a lot of things wrong. But this, you know, is something that is a surprise, but to be sure, a welcome one. That is cheesy. Let me know if you got that quote down in the comments below. But as for this photo, by the way, in terms of the stunt double, I honestly don't know his name off the top of my head. Who is he kind of thing? Is he going to be playing Godspeed under the mask? My best guess, and this could be completely wrong, is that he probably isn't. He's probably a stunt double, and they might just get somebody to voice over him. We might not even hear his voice. He probably might not even take off his mask. They might be saving that for another season if he comes back. I think that'd be the wise thing to do. I'd be surprised if they've already committed some kind of actor or character to him. But it might be just like getting, you know, like for the Accelerated Man, I think they've had a couple of people do him before. I could be wrong. But, you know, they could always cast somebody else who looks similar to whatever. But as I said, they probably won't take the mask off. But anyway, guys, that is the video. So like this video if you did enjoy it. It tells YouTube that you enjoy seeing videos like this and that you want to see more. So thank you so much for the support. Subscribe if you're brand new to this channel, as you can see more videos like this. Turn the notification bell on as well and click always, because believe it or not, it doesn't work if you don't click that all the time. And other than that, everyone, that is everything. So thank you so much for watching Speedsters. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.